Wearable devices are getting more and more popular, and people are talking about smart homes. We don't just want smart devices. We don't just want a very smart telephone. People want a smarter place to live in, or a smarter office. So there are thermostat products like Nest. Those smart devices or smart buildings, smart offices, smart homes are supposed to control things for us. But do you really want your life controlled by those technologies? Yes or no? Actually, in different cultures, the preference of control can influence users' requirements, cultural values, and cultural mentalities. And the current technology, current infrastructure, and the user's technology literacy can influence users' anxiety toward technologies and appliances. And this can influence users' attitude toward appliances, to accept or not. iPad and tablet PCs are popular for many purposes. In a study teaching older users to use iPad or tablet PCs, found a very interesting result. In the case, they find out some older users like to accept these new technologies, new products easily, but some others do not accept those very easily. And all those can influence users' functional requirements toward appliances. And thinking about control of a system, thinking about like air conditioning in your room. Do you want a very smart air conditioning system, or you just want a very simple air conditioning system? Theory of uncertainty avoidance may be relevant to preference of control. For high uncertainty avoidance people, they somehow try to avoid uncertainty. So they may prefer the system allowing them to forecast results. And they may prefer a well-defined navigation schemes. And they want redundant queues to reduce uncertainties. They may worry if uncertainties. They may worry if the system does not provide enough feedback, does not reduce uncertainties. But for some users who can accept uncertainties, who are more low uncertainty avoidance, like Chinese, we may want to design mental models focusing on understanding underlying structure. We talked about the holistic cognitive style. So there's something underlying in the contextual information. And for low uncertainty avoidance users, we want to mind the complexity with maximum choices. And we have to mind coding of color, topography, and sound, so on and so forth. And they may want to get more control of the system. Two previous studies found that Americans with lower level of uncertainty avoidance wanted to get control of user interface, compared with Koreans and Japanese. And Koreans and Japanese tend not to accept uncertainties, meaning Koreans and Japanese in general tend to avoid uncertainty. In this case, Americans with lower level of uncertainty avoidance wanted to get control, wanted to control the system. But Koreans and Japanese, in this case, they're okay with less level of control of the system. How about Chinese? How do you think? How do we design some smart functions of thermostat like Nest for Chinese users? I have done some pilot studies showing if the level of intelligence is not enough, you better leave people to control the system, particularly for Chinese. They try to avoid uncertainties. They try to get control of the system. If you do really have a very, very smart technology, with very high level of intelligence, by the way, this is very difficult, then the answer can be different.